Well, Gary, I'm not really sure where to start. The amount of talking points there were in that game.
Yeah.
I suppose your thoughts with a point at the end of all that. Are you pleased?
Well, yeah, of course you're pleased with the point when you've had 3 sending offs and you've got to, play half hour, 20 minutes, and then another 7 minutes at the end, extra time with only, what was it, 8 men at that stage, sort of thing. And we know that the teams at this level that are trying to push for the Premiership, they can create a run of attacks, and if you're not up for it, which we was in the first half, and I thought we deserved our lead, but if you're a man down or you let them get a run of corners or a run of free kicks, then that's what teams can do at this level. And we're going to have games like that at Leicester, and we're going to go to QPR, and we've got to learn how to cope with it. And we didn't, because there was a couple of rash tackles, but anyway, we've got to take the positives from it. It's a fantastic point given all the other results. The supporters were fantastic. They knew that we wasn't going to get up into their half much with 8 men, and every ball we cleared they cheered, and that gave the lads more energy, if you like. So we thank them for that. They deserve the point that we got. And we have to, we take that point into the next game, and I'll have a look at the league table in a minute, see where we are. But we are looking solid. We are looking like everybody's giving it a right go, and none more so than the 8 that were out there throwing themselves in front of everything, because they're a top side to only play against and with 8 men.
Did some of your players lose your heads in that second half? I mean, Byron Webster, obviously that's a debatable one, but I suppose the other two were sendings off for rash challenges, weren't they?
All 3 of them thought that they could win the ball, but they were. Webster made a misjudgment. I think he thought he was going to get there, and a fella nipped in, and he was too late, and he just brought him down. A great save from the penalty, so it was a real disappointment that they got one, just after from that. And the other 2 lads, in their enthusiasm to try and win the ball for us, went in too enthusiastically, and if you don't win the ball at that point, then you're going to get sent off. So we got no worries with the decisions that were made there, and we saw the game out, didn't we? It's hard to coach boys during the week what you do with 8 men to try and stay in the game, but and the crowd were getting them going. They had the boy who came on, Drent, he's decent when he's up against 11, let alone when he's got the space that he had to get the ball in. But credit to them, they were like Trojans today in the penalty area, and that's credit to them.
Are you a bit concerned about where this might leave you in terms of suspensions looking ahead for Sheffield Wednesday?
Oh, listen, the point was important. The point was really important. Hopefully we'll get a few injuries back, and we'll be able to fill a squad. And if I can't, then the board of directors, I'm sure that they've been very supportive all year, and if we need to bring someone in, if we can find someone to help us out for a month, then we'll have a look at that as well. But we might have, the people that we need in the squad, we'll have a look at it during the week.
Yeovil have never been known as a sort of a dirty side, that sort of side that has players sent off. Have you ever had to be in that situation with 3 players off in the same game?
I didn't think it was a dirty side at all. Anyway, I don't think all the 3 were vicious, kicking out, or punching somebody or anything like that. It was 3 tackles, missed time, and that's what happens. And when you get a game against a championship team like Reading with the supporters behind them, then people scream and shout. It looks a lot worse than if you was away at Accrington Stanley, with all due respect to them, when there's only 2,000 people shouting. When there's 18,000, then it always looks worse. So listen, I'm not going to harp on that. That's happened, and we'll talk to all of them about their misjudgments, of course, properly, and then we'll see whether we got a side to handle Sheffield Wednesday and Ipswich at home.
But was that a unique situation for you, having to sort of deal with having 8 players on the pitch in terms of where you position them, who plays where?
Well, yeah, it might be, but we cope with it, don't we? You go sort of 4-4-1, and then you have to go 4-3-1, and then deal with it from there. And then all of a sudden you got to fill the penalty area. You can't afford to come out of the penalty area because there were just 2 big holes all over the place. You've got to have your 8 men that you're left with in the penalty area, and that's what we did. And long shots you got to hope the goalie deals with. You hope that they have a bad day and shoot over the bar. And we got blocks in. We got, you know, so listen, we saw it out anyway. It's all right me having it in the head. The players got to be out there and do it. We know the shapes, and you know, we was losing. If we'd have lost one more, I think we might have been one more player would have been in trouble.
Just finally, you mentioned that the overall situation, all the sides around you've lost. This is a point game today. This could be a really significant point for you.
Yeah, well, it's a point game that Reading away from home, the top 6 team in the Championship, they're expecting to get in the Premiership. That's a point game anyway. And I suppose it's where we are and where I'm a bit relentless, is that, you know, we talked about, we gave them too much momentum just after half time. And that led to everything. And we got to be stronger with that when we're 1-0 up, and pass to each other and get it up to the forwards, hold it up, create a few more opportunities, you know. But, you know, teams at this level can put you under pressure. They have got the ability to do that. And